Right. Good afternoon, guys. That's us now in 2021, and this is our first bit of exercise, although some people will say it's not quite exercise because we're on an e-bike, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, the canal you can't see from that angle, but you might be able to. Completely frozen solid. A kind gentleman just stopped me there to tell me not to continue on past Maryhill as the cycle path is dangerous with ice. So so I will heed the warning and I will not go that way. Anyway, guys, we're looking for it's cool. I am looking for suggestions on what to talk about on my videos, upcoming videos, because the reality is this isn't good. We're back in lockdown again. When we went into full lockdown earlier in the year, we were blessed with having the sun, and at least it was warm for when we were able to exercise, or for those who have got gardens, we were able to spend time in the garden. And I really feel it for those who don't. But unfortunately, we're in the heart of winter and it's very cold, and isolation pretty much means you're isolated completely. You don't have that escape. You don't quite have the same facilities available to you as you do when the sun's shining. So we all need to support each other, and the only reason I'm talking about this on video is because so many of you have said just simply watching our videos over the past year has helped you, and it was something I'd never really thought about, but I'm so glad that they have. So yeah, I don't really talk much about mental health on my page. I try and keep everything upbeat and positive. But yeah, I'll be honest with you guys, this is probably my first time openly discussing it with myself, but I absolutely have wrestled with my mental health over the past few years. My life took a turn, and yeah, I'm not going to go into details, but I absolutely can sympathise with people, and it takes you to such a dark place, and the simplest of things, being there for each other, does help. I was brought up of an era where you didn't really discuss mental health. It was a taboo subject, and to many it still is. You get embarrassed, and there's no need to be embarrassed. The story is your story, it's your life, it's your mental health. It's not for you to discuss publicly with everyone. It's nobody's business. It's for those you want to allow to let in, those you want to allow in to help you, and those who you can trust. Not everyone has someone to open up to. I know I didn't open up to anyone for a long time. I tried opening up and it didn't get me anywhere to begin with, and I shut back down again. But since then, I actually find it difficult to talk about. I do find it difficult to speak about it, but I reached out and I got the help, and I'm still getting the help what I needed, and I'm always going to be grateful for those who did step up and help me. I'm not going to go into details, but it's the type of help where you'll be grateful for the rest of your life, and I truly mean that. You go through, if anyone is suffering the effects of mental health, and like me, you go through stages like, what can talking to someone do? It's maybe you feel it's too late, there's nowhere to turn, people won't understand you. That's not true. Don't worry about that, because the fact you reach out is you made the first step, and it might, you might feel embarrassed, you might feel ashamed, but trust me, that's no worse a feeling than what you felt while you were keeping it to yourself. So don't be, because I can assure you the people who are there to help you, or the people who truly care about you, will see it, they will help you. And yeah, that's it. I don't really want to go on too much about it. I don't really want to talk about my own journeys. I just want you to know what appearances, be it online, we all put up a face. All our posts online are simply to kind of make people feel happy, but it doesn't truly reflect on our day-to-day lives, where mental health does have a big impact on it. I am luckier than most where, hold on guys, it's very icy. Yeah, I've been, sorry about that, I was just trying to get past everyone. The place is like a sheet of ice, to be honest. I'm a bit concerned. But yeah, I've been fortunate enough. Lynn has been a fantastic support to me, and I'm lucky enough I have got such an understanding wife. And the others who have helped me know exactly who they are. So yeah, reach out guys. But yeah, anyway guys, I know this is kind of a long-winded post, but I'm being 100% serious. For whatever reason, reach out. There is so many people out there, there's so many organisations, there's groups, especially if you're in the motorcycle side of things. You've got mental health motorcycle, right, or mental health motorbike, sorry. There's help out there guys, reach out for it. You won't be disappointed. It can be the start of you repairing your mental health. And because you're suffering from any mental health issues at the moment, it's not a permanent thing. Don't be fooled by the stigma attached to it. A lot of people will be suffering from mental health issues through COVID, through stress, through isolation. Just there's so many reasons. It doesn't mean you're never going to recover, you're not going to get back to your former self. Quite the contrary, the help out there is designed to help you return back to your previous state. So yeah guys, do it, reach out please. If you need to, reach out. God, it's truly like an ice rink on this path now. I just passed by a gentleman and his kids who are all out cycling, and he told me it's actually easier on the bike than it is walking, and I tend to agree, because when I put my feet down at the sides, it is very difficult to stay stable, whereas on the bike the centre of gravity and the weight seems to be doing me well. Now down. Okay guys, so that's us, we're into January. You know, it's a different year, it's a year like no other, just like last year. I don't see it getting too much better, to be honest. So all we can do is be there for each other. But here is a question for you all. It's a tradition, your New Year's resolution. What is it? And are you going to really try, or do you say the same one every year? The most popular is diet, exercise, and we try so hard for the first couple of days in January, and then we fall flat on our face the first time we want a drink or a takeaway. I'm looking ahead and there's people walking and they can barely stand. I wish the camera was on my chest at the moment. And you know, it makes me so uneasy cycling here. I think we will cycle the road home. You're making that look difficult. I'm watching you and I thought, I'm going down any minute. Oh, it really is. It's a shit. There's no way I'm pressing the brakes. I'm actually, oh. Obviously, I don't want to fall. I have Millie. Oh God, jeez, oh, it really is like a... Ooh. On a plus side, if we do go down, we're only falling over onto our sides. Millie will be safe because my arm's at either side of her head, and I will make sure I comfort her fall. Honestly, I half expect... If I come off this bike at the moment, I'm in that canal. I am not cycling home this way. Oh, this is making me laugh. Here's me what to talk about a New Year's resolution, and no, more concentrating than staying up. See if somebody was just to give me a wee push, and then I would go right in that canal. Oh, careful. Oh, it really is bad. Oh, I did see on a Facebook post about the hospitals the minor injury units are full up with people slipping on ice. I have to admit, I've not seen very many gritters out. So, is it that bad?
It's pretty icy. I would be very careful.
If I go down, at least I'll have it in camera. Oh. Right, you guys are just not making me feel any better about doing this.
I would get off.
I think getting off is probably going to be worse. Oh. Maybe not actually. Oh. Oh no, let's how do I do this? Oh my God, oh this is proper icy. Oh, the bike's good. Oh. I've balanced, I've got. Nah, this is part of the fun. Right. Yeah, we've got it, we're back in control. It'd be alright if I could hold the back brake, not the front brake. They should have this rail at the other side. Nah, it's fine honestly. I'd feel bad if you fell. Oh, it's fine honestly. I've got it now.
Once you're halfway, it's fine.
I think it was a bad idea coming out cycling today. I know some of you will be thinking I should get off the bike, but trust me, I'm more stable on the bike than I am off it. Here we go, sorted. It's definitely entertaining. Oh, Millie, shush. We will definitely be going the road on the way home. That tyre looked down. These are maybe on puncture resistant. There you go, sorted. Right, this is just absolutely crazy. Too much of the cycle paths are covered in ice. I get it's maybe not well, it should be a high priority area at the moment. I'm contemplating continue on the cycle path again on the road. On the road would offer certainly more protection. How's the path along here?
What?
Bad?
Watch out in the next downhill before the tunnel.
Yeah, is it?
It's quite sleepy.
I'll go the road. Alright, thank you. It's are you going up, where are you going? Are you going up onto the canal side?
Yeah, I go to the garden.
Are you going left or right?
Right.
That's not too bad. If you go left, it's...
Slide.
Aye. Take care. Right, that made up my mind there. I'll go on the road just for a little bit. The advantages of the road are it's been gritted, there's been traffic on it, so the ice is melted and there's good grip, although along the edge of the road it's icy. But due to lockdown the roads are quiet again, so certainly a lot safer. The cycle paths are nice to cycle along because you pass by people who are out doing this similar to you. Everyone's always happy. It's nice to be nice, have a smile, a wee chat to someone. So yeah, I don't know what the councils are playing at. I'm looking online and most places are complaining at the same thing. The pavements aren't getting gritted, and I'm telling you right now, I've not seen any pavements gritted around my area or the area I'm cycling along at the moment. I've seen some posts from the councils where they're putting grit bins, allowing people to go and collect grit and do their own paths, but really that's a bit kind of pathetic. We're on a lockdown again. The only thing that's going to be good for people's mental health, physical health, is getting out and exercising, and having these paths safe is, in my opinion, exceptionally important. So come on councils, get your finger out and get the cycle paths gritted, get all the public paths gritted, because people don't have anywhere to go and they're relying on these pavements and paths to get them places to exercise. I think this year has to be a year where people really look out for each other's mental health. And most people who don't want to talk about it or don't want to reach out or don't know how to will hide it very well. So just keep a close eye out and be there for each other, guys. Do you know what? I have got absolutely no idea where I am. I came off the cycle path because it was too dangerous. I just made a judgment call and decided to come off the cycle path. Nah, not got a clue. Oh yes I do, Great Western Road. Oh well. Mental health this week, the importance of looking after it, and I know one person who has helped me through my journey over the past few years, and it's one of the reasons why we're as close as we are, and it is Millie. I'm telling you, you're never judged. She's with me for everything. No matter what my mood is, she's always happy to give me a cuddle, a kiss, and just be there for me. And do you know what, having her to kind of cuddle into when you're feeling down and in a dark place, it always gives you that wee kind of boost of energy or happiness that you need at the time. And anyone who has a dog, even if you don't suffer from mental health, you do know the joys they bring you and the ability they have to making you smile. So I'm not telling everyone to go out and get a dog, but there's a lot of dogs in rescue centres, and there's going to be a lot more dogs in rescue centres after this pandemic's over. Sadly, there'll be a lot of people who will get rid of their dogs because they purchased them for companionship throughout the lockdown. Many will hold on to them, which is very good, but sadly a lot of people will get rid of them, and there's an opportunity for people who can give a dog a home to give it a forever home, because it is equally rewarding for you as it is for them. You should see the looks we keep getting. Well, not the looks I get, the looks Millie gets. It's definitely safer cycling on the roads at the moment than it is on the paths, but I would much rather be on the paths. Right, I have changed the camera to my, it's meant to be my shoulder mount, but it's nowhere near my shoulder. No real reason, just to change up the view. See, this is a thing, we're going along this road and there's cycle paths, where there's a cycle lane for cycles obviously, but it's in such a dangerous place, because if any of the parked cars were to open their doors, you're hitting them. I don't know who thinks these things up. You'd actually just be safer not having them at this section of the road at all, or at least make them wide enough to avoid opening doors. Right, that's good, Millie. I'm not sure if there's any battery left in this camera, but it's a good enough place to stop as any. Your hat fell down. Let's take the hat off. Oh, how cool is this? See the benches in Kelv Grove Park? They've actually got barbecues built into them. So if I hadn't started this diet, I think a winter barbecue could have been on the cards. What do you think, Millie? Look, I even bring a wee mat so her paws don't fall through the bench. And in true spirit, she's not interested in running around playing. She's more interested in just sitting off the cold ground. So yeah. So for those who ask, right, there we have our buddy rider. Great thing. So for those who keep asking where I get the carrier from the cycle, it's from Buddy Rider. You can get Buddy Rider UK, EU, just main Buddy Rider site. Just Google Buddy Rider and you will find a supplier near you, guaranteed. It's a brilliant thing. And as for our goggles, where are our goggles? They're there. They are from Doggles. I think the website's called Petsy or something, I'm not actually sure, but if you Google Doggles, it'll take you to a website that does them. Or we use Rec Specs. Rec Specs are pretty damn good, to be honest, but the two main, the two best for eye protection is definitely Rec Specs and Doggles. It just depends what you're using them for. In the winter, never go out without a shoey bottle. It's a great wee thing. I have just a wee cup of coffee in there and absolutely love it. What else? People ask her about her clothing. She's wearing an Equa fleece at the moment. Great wee thing. But mainly most of her stuff come from Just Newson's in Glasgow, Great Western Road. And a leather waistcoat / harness is custom made for her, so it's a one of a kind. Isn't it, Millie? The helmets are just not the one for the motorbike, but the one cycling it really doesn't offer any protection. There is nothing in the world for protection for pets in motorbikes or cycling, so it would be great if someone did start kind of looking into that. But yeah, it's more kind of cosmetic than anything else. What else do we use? That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's it. A very rare look into me talking to the GoPro without actually be cycling. Look, honestly, how lazy is she? Who's that? Who's that? You are lazy, girl. Who'd you see? Oh, good girl. Right, Millie, let's cycle round Kelvin Grove Park if we can. I have took Millie's helmet off because, quite frankly, she's not very comfortable wearing it, and there is absolutely no protection to it whatsoever. It is only cosmetic. I have tried to make her one and failed miserably so far. So yeah, I've taken it off her. And the way my arms sit, like so, if we were to come off at the moment, it'd be at a slow speed and I would be protecting her with my arms. But let's not think about things like that. Right, let's get your poop and let's get it in the bin. Oh God. Anyway guys, as I've said before, this is Millie in a body rider. Absolute fantastic carrier. Mounts under to the stem under your seat and comfortably balances in front of you, just short of the bars, and it really is incredible. Incredibly comfortable for both you and your dog. I think it takes a weight of up to 13 kilo, but check on the website to double check that. But definitely a great investment. Look at that view. I was having a debate on, I think it's TikTok. Sometimes people get a rise out of you, and it was to do with roundabouts. Somebody was knocked off their bike, a motorbike, when they were carrying on straight on. And they were in lane 2, they were carrying on straight on, second exit. Possibly could have been the first exit, but they were in lane 2 and obviously exiting on lane 2. And a car in lane 1 decided it would stay in lane 1 and turn right, go to the third exit, and collided with a motorbike. And a lot of people are saying, well, the most people correctly says it was the car's fault, but a lot of people are saying the biker could have stayed in lane 1 to go straight on, and yeah, he could have, but there's so many people wanting to share blame. But the reality is, if you ask yourself, if you were a car and you'd done that in your test, you'd fail your test. It's that simple. But obviously you want to do as much as you can to protect yourself as a motorbiker on the road. But then somebody says they're taught to drive, and then I just put it back in the bag. Someone told us they were taught to drive from on a roundabout, lane 1, they can go right round the roundabout basically. And I said, what a load of rubbish. It shows you that nowhere on the highway code. Yeah, just honestly, some people shouldn't be on the road, or definitely should have to refresh their driving licence or their knowledge on the road. And their answer was a cyclist or a horse rider can go lane 1 and go right round a roundabout. And that is true, although it certainly isn't recommended. I would never go right round a roundabout from lane 1. But basically what they're telling you as a vehicle driver is be cautious of people who are less experienced on the road. Cyclists and horse riders don't need additional tests to be on the road, therefore they're even more vulnerable. but it's certainly, I would never do it, but be cautious. But yeah, to think, I see so much of this now when I'm driving, cars approaching roundabouts in lane 1 and staying in lane 1 and carrying on right round roundabouts. They're taking the third exit. It's incredible, and they think they're on the right. But yeah, let us know your opinions on it. And I'm talking about UK, guys. I know different countries have different rules, and I'm unaware of what they are in other countries, so it is not my place to say. Do you see the guy shouting? He was just kind of laughing at seeing Millie. He went, "Where's her helmet?" jokingly. I don't think he expected me to tell her she's got one in her bag. But as I said, it does no good whatsoever. So